telling you, he ain't this no career, boy.
Sure did, or the whoop man.
I'm trying to hype you up.
to kick off for San Francisco. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Taken about 7 yards deep.
I'm just not kicking off.
He dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. 21-yard line. Two and now on first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Good stuff.
Garoppolo's going to give to Mostert, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just
shy
of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
If I was in my go for it, I know this shit real.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Gotta have a team with a good quarterback so them to feel like they can play.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Oh yeah. Yo, we're going to the crib.
1 second down, Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Niners have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken about 7 yards deep.
He tearing them all up, boy.
Past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very...
He's got a man. Complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 66 yards. 66 yards. First down, Dolphins. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Put that ball.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now this time, Tua's going to throw it.
Yes, sir. Stupid scope.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
I'm really dead.
From 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away
I just
from
tied my
tying
game
this
up.
football game. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on
This
my
nigga got the
hot dog.
49ers. I got the Dolphins.
I gotta do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
Damn.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Appreciate it, man.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And then you still streaming, right?
Make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result heading out to the touchback.
That's a good game tackle right there.
Bet.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
3rd and 3.
That nigga had caught me on my line.
Garoppolo gonna try and throw on 3rd. Got his target, Samuel, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
He ain't doing shit with it.
Okay, Diz, I got you up there.
Here's Mostert. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
That's all you
I
can
can
do is
see
run.
what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry.
Come
I think
on.
he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hey, Diz, you see that little
Run
wheel
got
shit
4.
pop
Now
up?
they deal with
on my
a 2nd
phone.
and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bro, that should be popping up at the worst time. Bro.
Now Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 36 yards on the play.
Boy, finna sleep like a baby.
Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line.
I know that, right?
And especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll run with Mostert. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown.
They done put my clothes up and put them up.
Oh, yeah.
Touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
I remember sleeping with my ribs touch.
Dolphins 7. Here is Wisnowski away following the touchdown.
There's you the Bills, right? Okay.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Yeah, man, you're going to have to stop me in this shotgun formation because I just don't really believe that you really like that.
Show that nigga you
The
really
Dolphins
good.
at the line ready
Yeah.
for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10.
Ooh, I was almost going. One more cut. One more cut.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain
this is
remembers when I see
crazy.
5 wide receivers on the field as a defender.
Worst
I know
one.
the
Do
ball's
that same play.
They expected it.
Oh, you ain't cover 2, man.
to the air on second down. Tagovailoa. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Come on,
This is
boy.
intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Second interception for him.
Man, he ain't got enough
You
on.
got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you.
They go there,
You
man.
see how you're going to react. You see how he bounces back.
Yeah, there's 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. They find some open field here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That good for 19 on a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Too late.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Mostert. And he's going to take it in.
That running that bitch.
Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end
That's
zone.
what you hate to see.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29.
Ooh, I made blocked. Gotta be a little bit quicker than that.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Pretty good results here on the first down run.
Make the room,
man. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 5.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
You hear me?
On first down, here's Breida. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Here's Breida. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he'll take this into the end zone.
I know you see.
That's Jadavion Clowney, boy.
25 yards. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score
You hear me?
game.
I know he's sick.
Everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game,
How the fuck you watching all these games and keeping up with all this shit?
style.
While playing.
Time on the clock either. Well done.
Well, you
Extra
here.
point up and good by Sanders. And
I'm
they're
over here
back
fighting
to
for my
the
life. I know you fighting for yours.
13. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
You hear me?
And that one will bounce
Hey.
out of the back of the end zone, so we
I'm
will
out here
start here
killing it.
at the 25.
Who you playing against, G?
Right.
Oh, man.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the
Touchdown, make the whole city go.
Good pickup there, 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
I know you see.
Nick Needham picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room?
I remember sleeping with my real
too.
Spot on the field. Now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Come on, bro. What you doing? Take the ball.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
Boy, you better quit playing with that boy back there.
Falls incomplete. Debo Samuel was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
This Pritz nigga. Trying to throw it over Byron Jones.
Shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back.
God damn.
Touchdown.
Thought I had enough time.
Raheem Mostert as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers add on.
You feel me? I thought I had enough time to go on and.
To me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here.
It's crazy because I'm going to come back and beat them.
To the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished. Scoring right before the half ended.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past
to the crib.
30.
To the crib. To the crib.
50. Jakeem Grant. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
You hear me? You hear me?
It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of
off the kickoff.
And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half.
You done came back, G. Oh, this nigga finna take the lead.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And
good.
that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone.
Oh, we looking
so
like
we will
G.
start here at the 25.
Bad play. I seen what you saw though. Wrong person.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Ah, good pass. All right, don't fuck around there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco, the pickup, 14 yards.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need
Cookies.
than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the
Cookies.
focal point of their
Ooh,
attack.
that nigga lit
This is
up
gonna
back
take
there.
an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control
Yeah.
football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This is Mostert.
Hell no.
He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally out
That
of
nigga broke a
bounds
tackle
inside
and
the
started
34.
scooting.
A big hitter. And he goes for 40 yards. One thing that's great about
Bruh,
watching
got
him
up
run,
out
he
of
doesn't
there.
hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So
Yeah.
there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And
I
across
respect
the
it.
chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
It's a pickup of
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
You're too little. First down. Good for me.
On second down, Tua. Being chased out left. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Oh.
Picked off by Jason Verrett.
This nigga, the receiver, didn't even come to the ball. I'm hollering.
15-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
Oh, shit.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel on the touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Niners 42, Dolphins 21. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Here's Tua. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Get off me. Come on, you motherfucker.
They about hold you, dude.
Tua to try again on second down. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message
you'd have
to
broke
the
that
defense.
tackle and scored. I'd have been
want,
6 foot.
You better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Motherfucker.
Setting the throw on first down is Tua. And my goodness,
But when you get hit while you throwing the ball, it's a pick every time.
Williams.
The first down pass.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Ayuk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth.
You hear me? I ain't even see that shit over there.
You want to play the game
Let's
with
go,
confidence,
nigga.
and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their
Boy, you
trigger
better
guy
kick it. He better
throwing
kick
it,
this field
they feel
goal.
just as
He don't
confident
kick
with
this
him
field
doing
goal.
that
He might
as
not
they
stand
would
a
if they
chance.
tried to run the ball.
Oh my God, this nigga killing me.
What is he
San
doing?
Francisco. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was
Shit.
accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
Let's fucking go,
And
nigga.
that'll increase their lead to 28.
Defense win ball game.
To kick off for San Francisco.
I wish Tua had an arm.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
Defense win
An
ball game.
incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
Oh, that nigga hit me like that.
Play action, Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And what a return as he brings us one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
4 yards remain for
Bro, oh my God, they just Madden just hold me, bro. I'm about to swear to God.
God dang it. How the hell you do?
Bro, I got AJ Brown.
And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this
They make
one
me
in.
throw the ball over this nigga head. I'm bullet pass, you feel me?
The score, Niners 56, Dolphins 21.
They literally just cheated. Made me blow the game before half.
Here is Wisnowski to
I had the first down and enough time to get out of bounds. You know what I'm saying? I could have covered from the ground and got out of bounds. And I still got one time. It's too late.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's
it ain't even that. It's just like shit. This game already over. So shit, why not try to throw them hoes like that?
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
It certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because
under a heavy rush and down he goes. Kyle Van Noy. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That's so lame.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
He fit that bitch in the middle. Oh my God.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A first down there on a pickup to 25.
Bruh, he put that bitch on the Monday.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10.
Don't throw it to him, bro. Just throw it away.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards of the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ooh. I knew he was going to hit his ass. I couldn't. Damn. Take it slow.
Touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, we know someone just added to his
I definitely tried to, G.
But all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Niners 63, Dolphins 21.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Give me a couple runs in on you, dog.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
Coaches, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field.
Oh,
That'll bring
Lord.
it 2nd down.
I got to get one more before I go, though.
Tua sets up to pass it. And now here's another interception. It's the
I had to
first
try
season
it,
for Richard Sherman.
I wanted to see if Richard was going to catch that bitch for real.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game
Shit, nigga, that's my
comfortably
last one. You ain't
speaks
finna
for
beat me
itself.
like a
He's
drum
the starting
again.
quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
I
Brandon,
understand
because
that, but we're
I'm
going to have to do
just
that
gonna
one
tell
more
you,
tomorrow.
In the 2015 season,
Dude, I see your tactic. You ain't shit.
there were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback
What'd I say
ever
that?
come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said,
I'm fucking with you, G. But nah, we can definitely play one.
and we just play them all
Tomorrow.
through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond
Oh my, I just gotta be like a drum, dude. You ain't got it. When you go back to work?